Now, see the first difference. The first difference between open loop and closed loop is based on its definition. We have already seen the definition of open loop control system and closed loop control system. See, when the output response is controllable, uh, but it does not depend upon the controlling action that we can give to the plant or system, then it is called as open loop system. If the output voltage or output response is controllable by a feedback loop or by a closed path, then that system is called as closed loop control system. So in the open loop control system, the output can be controllable based on the input excitation. That's it. We cannot have any control on over external disturbances or noises. But in the closed loop control system, we have the control on the output response, which is affected due to the disturbances and noise also. So that is our first difference between open loop and closed loop. Coming to the second difference, open loop control system is also called as a non-feedback system because there is no feedback available in the open loop. However, the closed loop system contains a feedback loop. That's why this closed loop system is also called as feedback system, feedback control system. And coming to the construction, the open loop control system looks like very simple. It will have only two elements or two components. So it is very simple construction wise, but the closed loop construction is complex compared with the open loop. And coming to the number of components or major components that involved in the open loop systems are majorly two components. Uh, uh, One is a normal controller and the main plant or system or the working operation block. Whereas in closed loop control system, we have controller, we have the processor or plant along with the feedback and comparator. So more components will be there in closed loop control system. And here there is no, in the open loop control system, the feedback loop is absent. So we don't have any control over the output voltage. That is due to the external disturbances or noises. However, in the closed loop control system, we will have the feedback loop. Because of this feedback loop, we can control the output response of the previous dynamic system. Means previous output can be controlled for the next processing of operation. That is because of the feedback loop. Coming to the stability, open loop control system is more stable, whereas the closed loop control system is less stable. And here the output function, the output does not change based on the action of the control system. Here, of course, in the closed loop, we can change the control system output response. And coming to the performance and the speed, the open loop system output response is very fast. Fast response can be obtained at the output for the open loop. But coming to the closed loop, the speed response is very slow. And coming to the reliability, the open loop system is less reliable. That is because of external disturbances or noises. The output may affect, which may affect the output response of the control system. That means the reliability is less or poor. However, the closed loop reliability is more compared with open loop. And because of the external disturbances, the noise production in the open loop is high, whereas in the closed loop, the noise production is low. And the cost of the system of open loop is very low because of less number of components that were present in the open loop. But closed loop, the cost is very high. And coming to the accuracy, uh, open loop output response is not that much accurate when compared with the closed loop. Closed loop is more accurate than the open loop. And coming to the maintenance, see the open loop maintenance is very low. That is because of less components are involved, whereas closed loop maintenance is more because more components are involved. And coming to the optimization, we cannot optimize the output response of the open loop system. However, in the closed loop system, we can optimize the output response of the closed loop system. So these are the major differences between open loop and closed loop systems based on the different parameters, right? And majority of these points already we have seen in the previous class when we discussed the open loop and closed loop, their advantage and disadvantage clear. Right? And next, you can see a few examples, real-time examples of a open loop and a closed loop control system. First, we will see the open loop control system examples. The first one is field control DC motor. So in the machines one subject, you have seen DC motor speed control. In the lab also, machines one lab also, you have done few experiments on the DC motor speed control. In the DC motor, we know two parts will be there majorly. First part is the stator part, second part is the rotor part. So the field will be having on the stator part on the DC motor, and armature will be on a rotor. So we can control the armature speed or field. So based on the armature control or the field control, we can control the DC motor speed. Okay. However, the field control of a DC motor is a open loop control system because we cannot have any feedback loop in the field control DC motor type. And television remote. In the television remote, in the TV remote, what input we will give, that input will be taken by the television. So the output is completely depends upon input excitation, not on the feedback loop. There is no feedback loop there. So TV remote is also a best example for open loop control system. And next one, automatic washing machine. This is also open loop control system. You may confuse, sir, the name is automatic washing machine, but why it is open loop? Why? Let me tell you. See, while washing the clothes with the help of washing machine, we can fix the time. In the washing machine, we have a few regulators there. We can wash the clothes for 5 minutes or for the 10 minutes, for 15 minutes, for 20 minutes, for 30 minutes. Like that, we have a regulator. And that regulator is controlled manually. If we keep 5 minutes only, then it will run 5 minutes. That's it. Which means the output is completely depends upon the input response. So if we give 5 minutes, then the machine will run 5 minutes only, not more than 5, which is a open loop. Okay. And similarly, automatic traffic light control. See, the traffic signals can be of open loop and closed loop. I'll tell you that example clearly in the next slide. Now, here the automatic traffic light control is given in open loop. This is highlighted because here I have considered only for the open loop system. So you can see in a junction, the traffic signal is controlled by the number of seconds. And all those seconds are predetermined or prefixed in the computer. Whether the traffic is high or low, it doesn't matter. If we give 60 seconds, then the red light will turn on until 60 seconds completed. Then only green light will turn on. Okay. If there is no traffic also, if we give 60 seconds, it will show red light for 60 seconds only. So which is also an open loop control system. And immersion rod. So all these are the different real-time examples of open loop control systems. And coming to the closed loop control system, the first one is human respiratory system. We know this human respiratory system is very much important for the ICU patients or the patients which struggle to take the breath properly. So this human respiratory system completely based on feedback path, because there will be no person will control manually. The system automatically calculates the oxygen level that needed to be given for those lungs. It automatically calculates. It won't operated by the human being manually. So this is also one of the best example for closed loop control system. Automatically it will monitor the oxygen levels of that patient, and if the oxygen levels are low, automatically it will produce high percentage of oxygen, like that. And AC, air conditioner, we have discussed this example yesterday only, how it will work as a closed loop control system. And a DC motor speed control, you can see a field control of DC motor is here, and a DC motor speed control is also given here. This is specifically a armature speed control. This example is an armature speed control. An armature speed control. Armature speed control can be designed in closed loop. Like if we have a speed of the DC machine, set speed is 1500 RPM. We need to run the machine under 1500 RPM. So I'll take a speed sensor. That speed sensor calculate the original speed of the machine, and it will that signal is controlled, which will produce error signal. Error signal is controlled, and that controller uh, uh, gives input to the system, so that it will tells the motor that your actual speed is 1400, but the desired speed is 1500. So you need to increase your speed. That means it will take more input to get 1500 RPM. So likewise, the speed of the motor can be controlled automatically based on the set speed. Okay, so that is also a closed loop control system example. And missile tracking system. See, already generally this missile tracking system is used in military, navy, and other applications. There, we need to set the target location so that the missile will have a tracking system inbuilt. So the tracker will track whether the objective is a stable object or movable object, whatever it may be. If we lock the object, then the missile automatically track the object and it will blast. It will go and meet the object directly. The object may be a stable one or it may be a movable one. For each and every second, automatically the tracking system calculates the position of object each and every second. If we launch the missile also, that missile will track each and every second so that it can hit the object properly or accurately. So which is also a best example for the closed loop control system. And next one, radar tracking system. So radar tracking system also we can use to track the objects. Generally, we can use this radar tracking system majorly in the air defense applications or aeroplanes, aircrafts, like that, aeronautical engineering sectors. Of course, we can use it in military as well as navy also. So we need to track other ships or other planes or any other objects that coming nearer to the aeroplanes or aircraft. All those will be tracked in order to find the locations, which will also be done automatically by each and every moment. So all these are the real-time examples for the closed loop control systems.